When it comes to holiday preparation on Etsy, I would start as early as July. Why so early? Because there are so many details that go into a smooth product launch so that you could potentially make your entire annual income in just 3 months. But trust me when I say it's never too late to start leaning into the holidays on Etsy, so let's work together to make sure your Etsy shop is ready for the holidays. First and foremost, you're gonna wanna optimize your Etsy shop for your buyers first and then the Etsy algorithm. Yes, it's important to have SEO-rich keywords sprinkled throughout your Etsy shop. Etsy is a search engine after all, but it's also important to make sure that your Etsy shop is speaking to your ideal customer, not the Etsy algorithm. There are many different ways to marry these two things together to make sure that you're pleasing the algorithm, but also speaking to your customer so it draws them in and hooks them so they wanna look around and purchase your products. So essentially what you're gonna do is write a letter to a friend telling them about your shop. Make it fun, inviting, lighthearted, and welcoming, just like you'd be talking to a bestie. Once you write this more personal, casual letter to a friend, then you can find natural ways to incorporate those SEO-rich keywords that will help Etsy know what your shop is even about. So this is something you can do anytime, not just the holidays, but definitely before the holidays, you wanna make sure your shop is optimized and ready for your buyers and the algorithm. So this is a great method of something you can do now and in the future. But because we're entering the holidays and you definitely wanna hone in on all of those keywords, you can also edit your shop specifically during the holidays to meet those requirements as well. So you at this point will take that finished description that you can have on your shop all year round and find ways to incorporate some holiday themes or keywords to make sure that you're optimizing for those during this time. That is gonna help you so much during the holiday if you add keywords and key phrases revolving around gifts, because on Etsy, sure, people are going on there to buy decor for their home and other things like art printables, but also Etsy sales go up so much during the holiday season because people are going there to purchase gifts. So depending on what product you're selling, also make sure that you're selling things that are giftable as well. Next up on my list is incorporating all of your important information in your Etsy images. This is super crucial because let's be real, y'all, no one hardly reads descriptions anymore. So not only do people gravitate towards images and videos nowadays, but also the Etsy app makes it kind of difficult to find the description of your listing. I don't know why, but it's so easy to just scroll right past it. And so having all of the very important information in your images is crucial. Let's use this star seller Etsy shop, Kiki and Nim, as our example. I honestly just found them and loving all of their shop stuff. So scroll around if you find something you like. Support this small shop by purchasing one of her art printables. They're adorable. But anyway, moving on, let's use this art printable as an example. It's a skeleton holding up a peace sign, and I'll have this one specifically linked below in the description if you want to get your hands on it because it's so cute. But let's dive into her images. So the first image is just a basic image showing the product. That is very important. You always want your first image to really showcase what you're selling. The second image is a video, and in this video she's describing the step-by-step process, showing her customers what to expect. I love this because you create this video once and you can have it as the second video or image on all of your listings, and it's really walking your customer through what their experience is gonna be like. They're gonna purchase it, they're gonna be sent a digital file, then they're gonna have it printed on their own at their home or a printing service, and then they're gonna be able to decorate and hang it on their wall. So there's no question if they watch that video what is going to happen. So I think that's awesome and crucial. And also Etsy launched a video service. I mean, it's been a couple years now, but they want you to use it. So this is a really easy way to use it where you just create one video and then you can use it for every listing. So the third and fourth image, again, it's just showing the print, one on its own and also along with other prints that she probably sells on her shop. The fifth image, which I absolutely love this tactic, is showing the art print along with a bundle of tons of other ones, and then also letting her customers know that if they want to buy this bundle, which is on a separate link in her shop, that they will save tons of money. So in her listing image, she's actually advertising a different product that includes this same art printable, but comes with tons of other ones as well at a really affordable rate. So I think that is amazing and key, and we are going to be talking about bundling a little bit later, but in general, especially with digital products, bundling up your products, selling it at a cheaper rate is an amazing strategy. Now onto the 6th image, which this is really the bread and butter of this point in the video. And this image is showing all of the details of what to expect, how it works, if you want it personalized, how to go about doing that. Pretty much anything that you need to know is jam-packed into this one image, and that is giving the customer the ability to read through this information in a condensed image versus having to scroll down and find those details in a description full of just text. The 7th image, which again, this is just such important details, is showing all of the sizes to expect. When you make this purchase, these are the sizes that you can have it printed in. And again, this is very important information to provide, because if somebody made a purchase and then was unable to print it in the size they wanted, they're gonna be coming back to you saying, hey, I wanted it in this size, can you give it to me? And that makes you have to make a decision, like, do you give it to the customer? If you do, you have to go through the work of providing that to the customer. You never want the customer to be in a position where they have to reach back out to you because they didn't get what they wanted. And of course, you can accommodate and always send them another size, but that's putting a lot of extra work on your plate as well. So putting that information right there in an image is gonna make sure that that doesn't happen. And if it does, at least you did everything that you could to make sure they had the opportunity to see those details. Finally, her 8th image is showing the art printable again on its own, but also just putting her branding as kind of a final goodbye of her images. Now, if you scroll down to her description of this same product, you will see all of the details in the description were already mentioned in the images, meaning that they are giving the customer 2 opportunities to understand what to expect when purchasing this print, which of course, like I was saying, will minimize customer complaints or questions and concerns. It's gonna make this more passive for you and save you a lot of time and energy. Also, since we are using art printables for the examples in this video, if you are interested in selling art printables, I do have an art printable guide, which you can grab in the description below. It includes an instructional printing PDF for your customers, including a lead magnet call to action, and an instructional video to help you through making changes to your PDF, another video on how to create a lead magnet sign-up form through Flowdesk, a to-do list of all the things to do before starting your Etsy shop, and a lot more. So that will be linked in the description and is for sale on my shop. Moving on to something a little more boring, and that is updating your policies on your shop. This is super important to do before the holidays, because let's be real, the reason that you're wanting to do all this work for the holidays is because you're hoping that your sales will blow up and you come out of the holidays making lots of money. So you wanna make sure all of the logistics of your shop are ironed out before that potential blow up happens. So what I mean by policies are like your cancellation policies, your exchange policies, your return policies. You will find that area at the very bottom of your shop page. So just go through and make sure all of that information is accurate and that you have as many details as possible down there so that you have that backing if somebody does reach out and ask for an exchange or a refund or a cancellation. You can refer them to your policies page. It's just giving you a little bit of security to know that those things are there for your customers to see, and it's something that you can reference them to if these situations come up. Next, like I said, I want to talk a little bit about creating bundles or gift sets. We are going to just keep it up and use Kiki and Nim as an example again, because they are doing things so amazing and are a perfect example for this video. But I do want to encourage you to go to their shop and favorite it and maybe give them some love, buy a digital print. If you have an Etsy shop that you might want me to shout out in a video in the future, make sure to link it in the comments. Okay, moving on. The skeleton print we were just looking at is also in a bundle. And with this set, it looks like you get 20 prints versus just one single print. You can do this for holiday themed products or your existing evergreen products as well, selling it as a gift set for the holidays. Either option is beneficial to the customer because they're able to get more for a discounted rate, and that's gonna help encourage a sale. But it's also great for you because you're able to make a larger chunk of money, and we all know with digital products, you're usually not selling them for as much since it's digital versus a physical product. So being able to bundle some things together, you can get a $10 to $20 sale versus, $5, $6, $7 or less. This method is actually what really helped up my sales on Etsy when I was selling during the holidays. I had an adorable fall art printable and I created similar ones and bundled them together. Sold it for around like $23 to $25, and I sold that all the time. And again, these are just art printables, digital art printables, and I was able to sell these prints that I created and designed, months ago for $20 a piece, in this bundle set. It's definitely something I recommend for both your holiday theme products, but also any products that you have already on your Etsy, no matter what the theme is, bundling them as like holiday gift sets or Christmas gift sets or whatever you want to use as far as a keyword, but this might encourage your customer to make the purchase. Now it's time to decorate for the holidays. Yes, we're gonna decorate our Etsy shop by creating a new holiday themed banner and also maybe updating some of our imagery as well. Why not just continue to use Kiki and Nim as our example? The first thing I noticed when I went to their shop is their banner was holiday themed. Specifically right now, because we're going into fall, their banner right now is Halloween themed. And I bet you anything, if you go to their shop here in a couple weeks, they'll probably have a Christmas winter theme banner as well. Having a holiday theme banner not only gives you the opportunity to advertise your favorites of the products that you're selling, but also a place to put important information. So for example, if you're gonna run a Black Friday sale, in your holiday banner, you can mention the date, the discount, whatever it is that you're going to be having for that sale, and that way people are informed about it way in advance and immediately know by looking at your banner, like, oh, she is gonna be running a Black Friday sale this year. The best way to look at it is your banner is your hook. So this is what's going to hook the attention of your customer and make them scroll down. So you wanna make sure your banner represents your shop. And during the holiday season, if you have holiday themed products, or have bundles because it's the holiday season or discounts, you wanna make sure to put that information and those products in your banner. Now with your images, if you are already selling holiday themed products, that's already screaming holidays. There's not much you need to do for those. But for your existing evergreen products, if you are wanting to put a holiday spin on your imagery for fun, especially if you're labeling it as like a Christmas gift or something like that, you could do some fun Christmas themed or holiday themed overlays that go on top of your image, maybe a little bit of like holly or poinsettias or little red or green stripes, like whatever it is that you want to do. Go onto Canva. If you don't already have Canva Pro and you're interested in it, you can sign up using the link in my description and get 30 days for free. Doing things like this really make people excited, especially if they're super into the holidays. Like me, obviously, I am technically wearing a Christmas sweater in September right now because I wanted to feel festive for this video. If you have not decided what digital product you want to sell, art printables are a great place to start. They're very easy and simple to create and sell, and I have an entire video all about how to sell them right here if you want to check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep your head in the clouds.